Alright, we are going to start a new series. This is going to be on Stranded Deep. For those of you who have never played Stranded Deep, it is made by Beam Team Games. It's available in early access on Steam. This isn't a new map. I've played a little bit of time on it, not very much. I do have a little bit of survival stuff already going, but I'm going to show you guys out some of the basics. This game is pretty fun. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of an adult version of Minecraft. It's a sandbox survival game. As you can see right now, I got a piece of fruit in my hand. Let's trade that out. Get our machete out. You can see I got a bed made. Got a fire pit right here with a spit on it. That is so you can cook things like crabs. Let's see here. This crab is not cooked, so I'll show you guys how this works. Attach him to the spit. We'll run over here, pick up my lighter. I don't have my lighter on me. I usually leave it near where I need it. So we're going to run over here. We're going to point at that. You're going to, with your lighter in hand, click and hold your left mouse until that little light turns white. And I don't have enough wood in that fire. Hold on a second. Let's throw some more wood in the fire. Typically use driftwood. You can use sticks or driftwood. I like to use driftwood because you need sticks for tools. You cannot use driftwood for tools. There we go. Now that crab is cooking. Now we'll go over here and show you what we got going on. These are water collectors. I don't have any empty buckets at the moment, but typically what you do is you get a bucket full of salt water attached to the bottom, put an empty bucket at the top, and then you light that fire. Water is going to burn right there from the fire. Condensation is going to go up, catch the tarp, drip into the empty bucket, fill up that bucket full of fresh drinking water. Over here I have a smoker. So there's a bunch of crabs down here. They're just kind of chilling out. I recently learned potatoes don't smoke, so we're going to pull these back out because they're not doing any purpose up there, but crabs do. So we'll kill one of these crabs. We'll pick it up. You pick it up with the right mouse button. And we're going to set him down in the smoker, and we'll smoke a crab. We have one smoking over here, and we'll get one cooking on the other side. So we can have a couple different ones going on. Got a sailboat over here. The barrels on the bottom you get from shipwrecks, and actually, let's see, I think I have a shipwreck nearby. Yeah, there's one right over there. So you can either go by boat or you can run in the water. You got to be careful out in the water. There are sharks and sea urchins and lionfish. It's two different types of sharks. You got both tiger sharks and great whites. Tiger sharks you're going to find closer to shore around shipwrecks like this. Great white, I've only seen one. They're out in deeper waters. The tiger sharks typically won't attack unless provoked. Great whites, I don't know. I've only seen the one, and I didn't give him a chance for me to find out one way or the other. This shipwreck, if you see right here, there's a console. You can open it. You'll find stuff inside of it. There's also toolboxes. You can find stuff inside of those. The barrels came off a different style of shipwreck. I'll see if I can find one of those so you guys can check that out. This machete, you don't start with a machete. You start empty-handed with nothing but a lighter. Let me give you guys a little bit of an idea here. Let's see. Check and see. Okay, I'm completely healthy right now. But if you look on the left, you have your health, then your food, then your thirst, then your sleep. And to bring up this menu, you're going to press and hold F to bring up the wristwatch. And your left mouse button clicks back and forth between your stats and your time. So let's see. To get something to drink, take a coconut, and actually we'll see if we can find one that I haven't already prepared for drinking yet. Give you guys an idea as to how that happens. Let's see. None on that palm tree or the other one. And to move around on the game, typical controls. WASD. Shift is your run, spacebar is your jump, control is your crouch. Man, I think I might have cleared off all the coconuts on this island already. Well, we'll see here. We'll show you some other stuff then. Yucca plant. You come over, hit it a few times, and it's going to drop these little fibrous leaves. Now you press C to bring up your crafting menu. Go to your lashing, and it says you need 4 fibrous plants. A yucca will drop 6. Now you can pick up all of them by looking at them and pressing E when they're highlighted, but what I found is the easiest way. After you knock them down, go to lashing, hit craft, drop a lashing. That'll use 4 of what you've dropped on the floor. Then you only have to pick up 2. Sometimes when they fall on these plants right here, or if you bust them at night, they can be hard to find. So once you drop a lashing, and you have sticks, which we already have over here, and rocks. And actually, I'll show you real quick what you need to do with the rocks. In order to make tools, you have to have, you go to your axe, you see you have to have 2 stone tools, 1 stick, and 2 lashings. So in order to get a stone tool, you have to have 2 rocks. So we already have 2 rocks, and you don't have to have them in your inventory, you just have to be standing close. So we're going to hit C, we're going to go to our stone tool, we're going to craft, we're going to drop a stone tool. Then it says we need 2, so we'll make another stone tool, drop it right next to that one. Now we only have 1 lashing and it says we need 2, so we're going to have to go make another one. So we'll take our machete, we'll go find another yucca plant, which I think there was one somewhere near where we were. I think there were 2 actually, and we chopped up 1, so there should be another one. There we go. Right over here. We're going to come over here, and we're going to bust up another yucca. Like I said, you're going to hit C to craft, and now we can actually craft 2 because we already had 2, and there was 2 extra left. So then we're going to come back over here, and it's actually not a bad idea for me to go ahead and craft an axe. So I'm going to use my machete. If I use my machete too much, I'm going to wear it out, and eventually I'd like to go and try to kill a shark. I haven't had any luck doing it yet. I know it can be done. I've seen people do it. Not an easy task. We'll drop that right there, pick that up. Go ahead and eat this fruit. Hopefully it hasn't spoiled yet. Your fruit can spoil. That'll make you sick, and you don't want to deal with that. We'll throw those on the ground. Throw that on the ground. You don't need to carry this extra lashing. I try not to carry too much because you never know when you may come up on an island and find stuff that you want, and then you don't have inventory space for it. Yeah, and our machete is about dead. There we go. We got a cooked crab. Let's see if we're hungry at all. No, we're not hungry, so we're going to leave that on there. Come look at the smoker, and that one, I don't know if it's smoking or not. So it's hard to tell if this thing's actually working sometimes. Let's reposition it, see if maybe that helps. Looks like the sun's starting to go down. It's 4 o'clock already. Well, we'll come over here and we'll chop up a log real quick. Let you guys see how that works. Usually takes about 10 whacks to break the trunk loose. Then it becomes a log. Takes another 10 after that to make sticks out of it. So you're chopping on these logs for quite a while. And choppy, choppy, chop. Choppy, choppy, chop. We should have stick. There we go. We have some sticks. Alright, now we'll dump these in the pile. I try to keep them separated between sticks and driftwood. It tells you what it is, but I just get kind of picky about my storing items. You can see I have certain things together. Try to keep it organized. Let's see. We're still doing good on all of our stats. Let's take our sailboat out, let you guys see how that works. I'm going to walk it out into the water. To drag items around on the game, look at the item, press and hold your right mouse, and then just move it around. To get on the boat, we look at the sail. Once again, we press and hold the left mouse, and now we're on the boat, and we can drive it around. I don't want to get too far away from home because it's going to be nighttime soon, and it can be kind of hard to navigate at night. Plus, sharks have a tendency to come out and bump your boat. I have not been knocked off a sailboat yet, but I have been knocked off a life raft. You start out the game with just a basic yellow life raft. Sharks hit that hard enough, they can flip it over and knock you off. And last thing you want to do is get knocked off into the water at night by a tiger shark. They will grab you by the arm, drag you out in the water. Once you start bleeding, more sharks come, and that's just not something you want to deal with. The sharks are not your friend. So now that you guys get a little idea about the sailboat, we're going to head back. I don't want to get too far away from home with the dark coming here soon. I was hoping to find another shipwreck so you guys could check one of those out. This one, the console served me well. Unfortunately, the hard case was empty, which you find that from time to time. The worst case is when you dive down real deep to one of the wrecks that are really deep far down, and then you find an empty hard case, and then you end up getting sick from diving into such deep waters. That's never fun. That's happened to me before a couple of times. So we're going to go ahead and head back to shore, hang out around the house for the night. I can sleep, try to kill off a little bit of time, and we'll disembark from our boat. We're still doing, wow. Normally you're not doing this well on thirst. Usually you get thirsty a lot quicker than this. I haven't checked to see if any recent updates came out. Maybe they fixed that, but it used to be you were constantly thirsty. You could just never catch up. Tell you what we can do with nighttime coming up, and we've got a lot of water going on, and I want to find something to show you guys so you can learn a little something from the videos. So we will, let's see, we need a stone tool and one more lashing, and we can craft a hoe, and then we can make a farm. Make sure you got some farm plots. There's plenty of fruit growing around the island, so that'll give me the ability to show you guys that and help get me some fruit to try to live on in the long run. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody. So let's see if we can find another yucca plant, and in the process see if we can find any fruit growing on any of these plants. That way I can pick it and then plant it to regrow some more. So we'll wander around. There we go. A kawawa. Got the kawawa fruit, and then there's also the kura fruit, which this one here is a kura fruit. There we go. So now we just need one more yucca plant, and of course I'm not going to find one. Why doesn't that surprise me? None of them have regrown yet. It hasn't rained in a while, and this game, the plants are affected by the rain. Oh, hold on. Here we go. We've got some yuccas regenerated over here, so let's go chop one of these bad boys down and make us some more lashings, and then we can go craft a hoe and get some farm plots going on. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we're going to head back to camp. Oh, smoker's done. I don't know if you guys heard that little bell ringing sound, but that's the sound to let you know that your food that's in the smoker is done, and of course, we're still not hungry. So we'll pick up one of these coconuts, take a swig of water, look back at the bucket. Same thing as before, you press the left mouse and hold till the circle turns white, and that refills your coconut. You can only hold one serving of water per coconut. That's why I try to have as many as I can. They will not spoil as long as you keep them in a drinkable status. You bust them open to where they're edible, and the edible slices will spoil. So you got to be careful how you do that. Let's set these down over here. Alright, now we're going to come back over here. We have our stone tools, our lashings, and our sticks nearby. So we're going to craft a hoe. And then we'll come over here. Alright, now that we have the hoe, we click over here on our farming area. We click on plots. And I'm going to need another lashing to make another plot. Thankfully, I have enough extra fibrous leaves I can make another one. So we're going to come back to our crafting menu now that we have that. And for right now, I'm just going to use this type of farm plot. I prefer to do the corrugated scrapping, but I don't have any right now. So we'll just use this one. And we'll go ahead and set it over here by our other stuff. That way it's near water sources, because you have to water your plants, otherwise they won't last. So we'll set that there. This is our water marker. You want to keep that as close to 5 dots, 5 drips as you can. If it gets down to 0, the plant will wilt and die, and you lose everything you started with. So we want to try to keep that as watered as possible, which shouldn't be difficult. I've got 4 buckets of water going over here. So that's not a big deal. We're still not hungry. Wow. Our smoker has gone out. I don't have any fires going whatsoever. I need to, well, I usually try to get a fire going if I'm leaving the land. That way the light will help guide you back home until you can collect lanterns from shipwrecks. But we're not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. It's 8:30 at night. We'll grab a little bit of sleep. Oh, when we wake up, wow, look at that. 5:45 in the morning. That's about the time I wake up in the morning to get ready for the day normally. The moon's going to go down, sun's going to come up, and we're going to start a whole new day. Let's see how our water level is looking. We're still good over here. Nope, we need a little bit of water. So we'll grab a bucket, take it over here. You're going to point it at the farm plot, hold it till the circle turns white, and we're backed up to full level. Alright, usually when you first wake up, yep, we're thirsty. When you first wake up, you're a little thirsty most of the time. So we're going to pick the bucket with the least amount of water in it. One serving at a time until we're not thirsty anymore. Now I can show you guys how the water collector works. We're going to take this bucket, run over here to the water, you're going to throw it down on the ground, use your drag feature to drag it through the water until it's full of water. We're going to come over here, we'll toss it down, we'll take this bucket, put it up top. That bucket full of water? Okay, it's full of seawater. Well, let's go ahead and knock that over. We'll empty that out. Alright, take the empty bucket, put it up top, take the full bucket, put it on the bottom, and then we're going to light it. Alright. Now we don't need our lighter on us, so we'll put it there. I think we're a little hungry, so we're going to take this crab that we cooked, pull it off, and we'll eat it. Now we're back to full. Daylight's here, so let's take the boat out, let you guys see around. Maybe we can find a shipwreck. Maybe we can even find a shark. Let you guys see the joys of encountering a shark. I've tried to kill them many times, haven't been successful once. They've been successful killing me a couple times. But one of these days, the fight will come out in my favor. The best way to fight them is to have flippers, because they will turn and run. They swim a lot faster than you do. And then they'll turn and come back at you, and it's hard to get out of the way. So if you have flippers, you can chase them down. I have the music turned down low on the game, but typically when you're in the boat, if a shark comes nearby, the music will kind of change tones on you, and you'll know by the music that there's a shark nearby. And sometimes you'll hear sound effects of the boat, of the shark swimming through the water, or like I said, they'll even hit your boat. And when that happens, it kind of freaks you out a little bit. So let's set sail for that island over there, see what we can find. I may have been there already. It's kind of close by. I've toured most of the close islands, but let's go over there and see. If not, we'll find another one farther away. See if we can find somewhere I haven't been yet. And there we go. That's a pretty good size island. I may scavenge for supplies on the actual island. I don't see any shipwrecks. Typically you can see them in the water as you're coming up on the island. There may be some on the other side. Man, this is really bumpy. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Hope nobody gets seasick. Alright, I'm not seeing anything yet. There's a reef. At first I thought that might have been the top of a boat, but no luck. Let's keep working our way around. I don't see any sharks yet either. Which, in some ways, is a good sign. Supposedly there's black-tip reef sharks in the game. I haven't seen any yet. I've read on the forums that they're there and they're non-violent, even if provoked. Even if you go up and you whack them with a machete or an axe, they don't fight back. They don't try to attack you. Like I said, I haven't seen any of them yet, so maybe one day. Because these little, you can catch these little minnows. You can make a spear and you can go out and spear them and you can cook them. But they only fill up 1 bar of hunger, so you got to kill quite a few if you're hungry enough. There we go, there's some shipwrecks. We will check out this one first, then we'll go out and check out that one. I may have already checked these out, but the only way to find out is to look and see. Alright, so there's no chest on this one. So, oh, I thought I saw a stingray there for a second. There are stingrays in the game. You used to be able to kill them. You can't anymore. I've tried, and it just kind of, the game just kind of crashed on me. It didn't crash completely, but my guy eventually stopped swinging his axe, and I ended up having to turn the game off or back out of the game to the main menu and then go back into it to get him to start swinging again. Let's see, is there anything down in there? Nope. Alright, how about the medicine cabinet? Hey, there we go, we got a bandage. That'll come in handy if I come across a shark again. Or sometimes you can fall and get hurt. I actually fell and broke my arm one time. There's a fresh machete. That's nice to have, considering I busted mine almost. Here's some more barrels. Like I said, that's how I got the barrels I used to make my boat. It takes quite a bit to break them. We'll go ahead and break them just so you guys can see the process. You just sit here and swing on them. You just chop, chop, chop. Eventually the chain will break, the barrels will float up top, and actually I can use one of these barrels if I can figure out a way to navigate it home on my boat. I can show you guys a hobo stove. The hobo stove is really awesome. It replaced what we used to call the ghetto grill on the previous version of Stranded Deep. And what you would do is you'd make one of the fire pits, and then you would use steel scrapping and put a table above it. Set a steel scrapping foundation above the fire pit, and it almost acted like a flat top grill. You could set a fire underneath, and then you could drop multiple buckets and multiple items on top of that table above the fire, and it would cook it all. So you could cook more than one thing at a time, and that didn't work. My boat flipped over and I lost my barrel. Your boat gets flipped over in the water sometimes. It can be a real pain to flip it back over unless you can get off. If I can get up on this reef and get up out of the water, I'll have a little bit more control. Hopefully the boat's close enough I can grab a hold of it. Alright, get it close, get up on this reef. There we go. Why are we still lagging? Come on. Like I said, there we go. Okay. Let's get back on the boat. Come on, get back on the boat. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Alright, let's go back, get our barrel. Unfortunately, the boats don't have the ability to carry items yet, and now it's going to rain on me. Lovely. That's just great. Come on. Come on. I wish they had a way that you could make like an extra raft you could carry behind you, and you could use like the extra one to carry items like this. Unfortunately, I'm just having to pick it up and carry it. Hopefully, it doesn't flip me over again. The last thing I want to do is get flipped off this thing into dark, rainy water and find a shark. And of course, now fog's going to roll in with this storm. So I have no idea what direction I'm going. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we find my island. Or we get lost in the middle of nowhere. That's a flip of a coin. It's a risk you take in the game. I haven't found a compass yet. A compass is an item you can find on shipwrecks. Then again, I've found them before and didn't find them to be extremely useful. Really, you just kind of have to try to remember what islands you've seen and haven't seen. And then also, if you hit escape and quit to the main menu, it shows you a grid of the game, and you can kind of see where you are. And if you remember what grid you set your home base in, you can kind of navigate your way back from there. Oh, crap. This is just not a good situation to be in. What is that over there? That doesn't look like my island. I don't remember any tall rocks on it like that. This is just not cool. We're going to set this barrel down for a second. Yeah, that's definitely not my island. Crap. And I cannot see a thing. Alright, let's keep on going. Nobody wants to there's no point in just sitting around doing nothing. Might as well move. This is not cool. Nope, 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 nope. Come on, don't do me like that. Don't do that to me. I don't want to go swimming with sharks. Come on. Nope, 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 nope. I don't want the barrel in my head, because that's how you get flipped off the boat. Nope, 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 nope. Come on. Cooperate. Be my friend. Well, crap. Come on, don't, nope, nope. Oh no, this is not a situation I want to be in. I have no idea where I am. Okay, the clouds are clearing out now. Maybe I'll be able to see. Which one's home? Alright, we're going to flip a coin and try one of these random islands and hope it's home. Nope, 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 nope. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, that was close. Do I still have my barrel? I'm guessing I do, because my guy's driving like he's drunk. Is this home? Or is this the island that we found the barrel on? Gotta wait till we get close enough for the terrain to populate. Oh, come on, man. Don't do this to me. No, no, no. Stop that. Stop it. Oh, I think I heard some sharky music. That's not a cool thing to hear, especially when you're dragging a barrel and you've already about flipped over. Go away. I don't need you. Is this our island? Is there a shark nearby? Oh crap, I hope not, because I just got thrown off my boat. Oh, not cool. I'm way out in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to flip a boat over when you're in the water like this. And I think there might be a shark nearby. Come on, boat, flip over. Come on, flip over. Nope, 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 nope. That's not it. Flip over. Alright. Give me my barrel. Come on, give me my barrel. Alright, so that does not appear to be our island. Let's try that island over here to the right a little bit. That one right there. I don't think we got that far away. I just gotta get. I wish I had made sure there was a fire burning before I left. I think there was. I think one of the water collectors was burning. Come on, barrel, get out of my way. I can't see. Unfortunately, I haven't built a structure yet. Usually, if you have a big enough house built, it'll start to populate before you get too close, before any of the trees and stuff do. So you can kind of get an idea. Yeah, this is my island. I can see the water collectors and things of that sort. So thankfully, that's awesome. We'll get this barrel back. See if we can't get a hobo stove going on. Then we can throw some sharks on the hobo stove. That's a pretty cool thing to have. Not as good as the ghetto grill that we like, the little ghetto flat top grill that we used to do in previous versions. But it's cool enough. I like the ghetto grill better because you could put like 2 or 3 buckets of water on a 3 or 4 crabs and all that on there all at one time and cook a bunch of stuff all at once. This obviously is the size of the top of a barrel, so you can't fit near as much stuff, but you got to work with what they give you. So we'll let that go, get off our boat, drag this over and get it in the pile with the rest of our inventory. Hopefully I have enough sticks or enough rocks to do this. To do this, you got to build a fire pit first, which we're going to actually, let's build it over here. We'll put it put it right there. Alright, now we're going to come over near our rocks and do a campfire pit. Okay, now we'll get over here near our barrel and we'll select the barrel and the hobo stove. Bam, there we go, the hobo stove. Alright, so let's go dump this part off. How's our plant looking? Oh, we're doing great. How are we looking? A little thirsty. Alright. Alright, that gets us one part closer to having an engine on our boat. The engine is much nicer. I like it a lot better. So let's see here. Now, let's come back and pick up our lighter. Oh, that water's full. So we're going to turn that fire off and save our wood. Alright, let's come over here, take the lighter, light the pit, take one of these crabs. I think these crabs are, yeah, they're still alive and kicking. Watch this. Check this out. We'll pick up one of these crabs that's alive and going, and we're going to drop him on the pit. You might think it's cruel. I think it's funny. And that right there, my friends, is the hobo stove. Very simple item. It's cool. It's kind of authentic for the scenario. I don't know how this guy was able to cut that metal like that. Considering all he has is like rocks and machetes and crap he makes with rocks and sticks and yucca plant. But, you know, nonetheless, it's a cool little feature. We need some water. Let's put our lighter away. Take one sip. Throw that coconut. Take 2 sips. And, wow, he's still thirsty. Jeez. There we go. Alright. Oh, we have a smoked crab. Let's go ahead and take a bite of that. A spoiled potato. And throw that out there and get it out of our life. We don't want that around here. Last thing we want to do is eat a spoiled potato. Oh, we got a whole bunch of them. Let's get rid of them. That almost looked like it landed on the hobo stove. That would have been kind of funny. I only threw 1 potato. What was all that? Oh, there's leaves falling out of the tree. I've never seen that before. That must be a new feature they added. That's pretty cool. And there it goes. I wonder where that other potato went. It looked almost like it hit the grill. Oh, no, our crab is still there. Oh, here it is over by the boat. Look at that. This guy's got a pretty good arm on him. Oh, we almost hit the shipwreck. Alright, well, we've checked out the sailboat, we've checked out the fire spit, the water collectors, the smoker. We explored a little bit, we made a farm plot, and we set up and used a hobo stove. It's almost time for nightfall again. I hate to cut this episode a little bit short, but I think we've done quite a bit for right now, and with nightfall coming, there's not really a whole lot that can be done at night, especially considering that I don't have any lanterns or torches. So I think for right now we're going to go ahead and call this an episode. If you guys liked this episode, go ahead and do me a big favor, hit the like button. If you want to see more content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all the help you guys are giving me. There's going to be more videos coming in the near future. I'll have the next episode of Killshot Bravo for my mobile edition coming up here soon. I'll have another episode of Stranded Deep coming. I'm still trying to make the decision if I'm going to make a playthrough of Final Fantasy VII. I have decided that if I do, it's not going to be the PC port though into the PlayStation 4, simply because that version has a couple of added features that I'm not a big fan of, cheats for lack of a better term in my opinion. So I'm going to play it old school on the original PlayStation with the original 3-disc version. If you guys would like to see that, drop some comments and let me know. If there's any other games you do want to see, like I said, drop some comments and let me know. I'm open to playing anything. So thank you guys for checking out my channel. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see you guys later.